...2009 was a very remarkable year for the Humane Society, and we completed construction and opened our brand new animal shelter. And we now have 30,000 square feet compared to the old shelter where we had about 11,000. The new shelter has enabled us to triple our cat space and more than double our dog space, so we can serve a lot more animals, and we can provide a much more pleasant environment for our patrons.
The old shelter was built in the 40s, and it reminded me of a World War II bunker. It was very difficult to clean, it was very small.
If we didn't have a place like this, there would be animals on the street living and fending for themselves, or they would be kept in inappropriate living conditions.
Even though they may have a history that is not necessarily the best, it doesn't mean that they're not placeable. It doesn't mean that there's not a perfect family out there waiting for them, and we take the time to find it.
Vi came in as a feral cat. Kate took Vi home to socialize her and then brought her to the barbecue, and there were all these darling cats there, and they all went home but Vi. I couldn't stand letting her go back to the shelter, so we brought her home to foster her. She became part of our family. It's very hard to get people to think that a homeless animal is a viable, productive part of society.
There are so many success stories. Ozzy is a wonderful example because he was a longtime resident.
He kind of captured the heart of one of our new volunteers.
My initial plan was not to adopt another dog. I was still grieving over my last dog, and I had lost 2 dogs over the past 4 years.
He would come on his way home from work and just walk him and spend some extra time with him, and he just fell in love.
It generally got up to about 5 nights a week where I was taking him home and providing somewhat of a semblance of a home for him, but I would return him every day to the shelter because I had no yard. I was living in a townhome.
Tim moved from housing where he wasn't allowed to have dogs into a rental home where he had a yard and was at a place in his life where he could adopt Ozzy. So it was like it was meant to be. Ozzy was just waiting for Tim to be ready.
When he comes home at night and I hear that big dog sigh, that I know he's had a good day, and that's what gives me the gratification in the end.
As soon as we opened, the inflow of animals quadrupled even what we were taking in at the port. We're not sure why that happened, but we built it and they came.
We want to create a community where we're no longer needed. All the pets out there have homes. Everybody is a responsible pet owner. All the animals are spayed and neutered. In the process, the education programs are really important. And in the new building, we actually have space now where we can bring the community to the shelter.
We've only begun to scratch the surface of what we can do here, and the sky's the limit.
There are so many more Aussies because of the new attitude of the management. Without all these people that allow us to do this, we wouldn't be saving dogs like Ozzy.
We still have a lot of programs to go, and we have a lot of bills related to the new building. We ask for your continued help and your support, and we appreciate all you've done for us.
We have our beautiful new shelter. We have great spaces for the animals. The cats are happy. The dogs are much happier. They have room to move. But we still need you all to give, because without you giving, we can't continue.